Hey, Stone Gator, and every.
Hello.
Thank you all for coming. Let me go through my chat and say hello to you guys. Ambulance Girl 77. Hey. Um, is that Celia Wald? I'm hoping, if not, we're going to air last week's. Gator surprised me knowing I'm a longtime fan of the Clint and Tracy era of Love After Lockup. And she surprised me with letting me meet him. And we got to chit chat. And it was a good, casual type. And you'll get to see how that went. And that was literally 1 week ago. I invited him to come. It was planned, set up. But when my husband called Jen, she said, no, maybe we'll do it another time. And so I sent Clint a personal message on his text, reminding him that it was today and what time. And if he didn't want to get on panel or there was a situation where it's uncomfortable for him to, that he could just hang out and chat. So let's cross fingers and hopefully he'll come. But I am going to air last week's and you'll get to see how that went and how they interact. You'll see how they interact. So and let's see, Coach, good to see you. Tennessee Whiskey. And let's see you next Tuesday. I like that. Queenie's mom won't let him. Yeah, it was sort of like that. Yeah. Um, Queenie's mom. How do we know if he's okay? Uh, Maybe he'll show up and chat. Is what I'm hoping. Um,
But the thing about that is, like someone said in the chat, I don't remember who it was, I don't feel like scrolling, but in text, we don't know if it's Clint, and it's probably not going to be Clint.
Good point.
You can't tell in text, so that'll suck. But I mean, if you ask him questions that's directly about the show, maybe that you know the answer to, and ask,
That's smart.
I don't know if you can do it that way, but yeah, I don't know. Teddy, don't go to the bushes.
Teddy B, Aspen Laney, this or that, Teddy B, Peace and Cues, Vince's car. Let's read these chats here.
Peace and cues, where have you been? I have not seen you in forever.
I subbed to your channel last week. I love your. Oh, thank you. I try to mix it up, but I'm a true crime. But in 2011, my daughter was murdered, so sometimes it mentally I can't do true crime, so I take time off to do comedy and a variety of stuff. This Friday I'm doing a talent show and letting my subs showcase their talents and come up on panel. And so if that's something that interests any of you, come on back on Friday. And tomorrow we're going to do a commentary of an episode of Hoarders. Maybe that will motivate some of us to clean, right?
Do you want me to find the one article? If I can find the one article with my cousin in it.
For Hoarders?
Yeah. I mean, she's not gonna come up, but you can show
No,
it.
it's okay. We have a specific case that I'm wanting to showcase, so that's not
Oh, okay.
necessary. But it'd be great if you came and gave your perspective of it, because I do want to talk about the mental illness itself, not just ooh and ah. I want to like really talk about it. This is a mansion in my hometown area, the Julian Price home, and it was quite extensive.
A
And
mansion?
uh huh.
A hoarder living in a mansion. I cannot imagine. Wow.
Uh-huh. So we're gonna do the Hoarders episode tomorrow, and then the talent show is Friday. So let's see if I got she controls his every move. It appears that way. Ask him any intelligent question she won't be able to answer despite her fake double. That's funny. Been around trying to stay warm. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I understand that. If you're in my true crime community, you deal with a lot of your own demons because you see things that mirror and trigger your own trauma, and it can be triggering. I'll put up a trigger warning because when you watch it happening on screen and you can't, like if you were involved in it at one point in time in your life, you had control where you could actually, stop your parents from beating the shit out of each other. You could at least get up and touch them and pull them apart. But when you're watching it unfold on screen, you feel so helpless. So I understand you guys' plight. And when we go through last week's episode on my channel, I want to do commentary and ask you guys, have any of you thought about, because what I've seen of Clint's family, they're, Southern Baptist rooted, tight knit. I could see Alice pulling up if she got a video of abuse. And I know that she knows his history before, so I'm sure it wouldn't be, too, shocking because it's happened before. We watched that before. So maybe that would be, maybe she's here watching now. She saw her son on the internet, in her news feed, from, my commercials that I put out on my shorts and stuff. So we'll see. You never know. You're reaching a whole different group of people airing this here because y'all aren't in true crime over here, and this is reaching it could go viral and reach a lot of people and could save a life, and if not his, it could someone else who's going through something similar and they go, oh, that's me. So we'll see. Prayers in chat if you want to, and I'll go right into it. Is that okay with you if I go right into it?
Yeah, but I wanted to say one thing to you. Alice might can pull up, but that doesn't mean Clint's gonna go.
But sometimes when you're going through that, like I know just for myself, I didn't think my family gave a shit. I thought that they had had enough because I'm bipolar. So I went through it till in my 30s, and I thought, I'm too embarrassed. Surely they're going to think that I've outgrown this. They're going to think, what are you doing? You know better than this. And it's a shame you feel. So, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But if
However,
I had known that they would pull up, I would have called a long time ago. But I really didn't think they would. It was
see,
just my own anxiety and my bipolar lying to me, telling me nobody cared about me when that was my own psychosis. Um, do you know what I mean?
read Vince's car's comment.
Let me get my mouse here to work right. It's my opinion that Alice doesn't want him to move home, so she overlooks what's going on. Okay, this is what I was thinking is the solution to that. When you're an adult and you're going through that situation, my family got me a room to rent. It was in a secure, all women's house. It was a house converted into a boarding home where I had safe space and I had control, and it gave me a voice. And so when I was ready to leave, I walked, and I at least had that room. Do you know what I mean? And renting a room or an apartment or a studio or a flat, isn't committing to anything. That's just giving him a safe space. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think he needs to be with a female. Yes, they absolutely do have safe places
Mhm,
for men. It's not just for women
mhm.
because men do get
Especially
abused,
'cause
as we
I rented
see.
from a
That's
female.
very common.
It's very common in cities. I live in a city. Um, usually the one that I rented, they were intern doctors, and it was near the college campus, like literally walking distance to the medical campus. So I lived with a lot of people in nursing school and medical school, and so that's sort of um, yeah. That apartment is Clint's. She won't leave. If she leaves, let me put this up here.
Yeah, Teddy B is sad to say, but he will have to evict her now because she's been there for so long. And yes, absolutely, if he leaves, he needs to go out of Ohio. Blah, I can't talk. And then Aspen Laney, that's never gonna happen because I think the drama feeds her, and she has to know if someone is talking to her. Best believe she's in the bushes and everybody's shit, even though she says she's not around. She's around in the bushes. She can't leave it alone. It's like it's a very bad addiction that she has.
Mm, see. Okay, I'll go ahead and start. Let's see. Okay, we got that one.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, I was talking about another. I don't know. Guess I was talking about another comment I saw.
I agree,
I'm
Teddy
sorry.
B. He needs to have an exit plan, and when he's ready. And my dad told me this. He's an ex detective, a cop. And when he saw that I was in an abusive relationship, but I wasn't ready to leave him, I thought I loved him. He said, you will get to a point where he will hit you, belittle you, dehumanize you, um, defeminize you to a point where you can't stand his stench. And when you smell him, it'll make you sick on your stomach. You won't want to go back then. That's when you leave. Rather than this going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth. Leave a deposit, pay the rent. Then I leave. Then we get back together. He said, rather than do all that, get your stomach so full, you know.
Who said that, Vince? You're right, Aspen.
Yeah, that could be. And if so, we all know they have the means to help him at least get some sort of tiny space, somewhere that's safe for him to go to when, things get rough. About what?
A rat. Recording it as being a rat. If a woman did it, you wouldn't say that about her.
Yeah, you get to where you fantasizing about how you're going to do the mouth. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to go right into this here. Add to stream. I hope y'all can hear me all right. I'm still trying to get used to my new equipment here, and I'm using my husband's monitor, so everything's kind of different. So I hope tonight the connection is better than it's been. Hey! Oh my God! Hey! Oh my God! It's crazy! Oh my God! It's so good to meet you.
Hey,
I
man.
hope I'm not too loud.
What's up?
This is your surprise. He wants to interview with you on Wednesday if you have open.
Do what?
He wants to interview with you on Wednesday if you
Now, do y'all hear that? It was her idea, but now doesn't want to do it. So.
have open.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Hey, Gator, you know everybody.
He and I became big Clint fans.
What's
Yeah,
up?
man. Motherfucking
The
crack.
sweetest guy.
Motherfucking
I
crack.
knew I was gonna hear it.
Yeah,
The
listen, man.
sweetest guy. He doesn't
Actually,
Don't blow up his head. Don't blow up his head.
do laundry. He's a great guy.
Oh, you got to do one little dance move.
Nice to meet you. Broncos fan too. Named our grandson Montana.
Oh, it's our little boy. He's growing up, Christy Marie.
yeah,
I
unfortunately,
see that.
I'm a fan of them. We
He
suck.
has grown up in 3 years.
Over with for us.
I love this. I love this. Oh, it's
Our season's almost over, so thank
It
goodness.
just made it to second base with him.
well, you look.
Get closer to the camera, Clint. Let her get close up.
Yeah, you look fantastic, man. You always.
Thank you.
Oh,
Well,
he
also-
looks different than on the show, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's so good to meet you both. Thank you.
You
for-
might need to introduce him to your chat. I don't know if your chat knows who he is.
Well, you introduce yourself.
I'm a nobody, so
Clint,
what?
Clint, tell him.
Okay, I was
Tell them the season and everything. What season you were on and all.
I was on season 2 of Love After Lockup, and then I was on season
Life
1
After Lockup.
of Life After Lockup. So yeah, that was like 3 years ago. So no, 4. 4 when
Oh
we
my
filmed.
gosh, he's a grandpa. He's a veteran.
I'm a veteran,
Tell them your name.
but I didn't. I mean, I
They
haven't
don't know
watched
who you
any
are.
episodes.
Tell them your name.
I don't. I
They
haven't
need your
watched any
name.
episodes.
You got to tell him your name, baby.
My name is Clint. All right, Clint Eastwood.
If you give them just
So
one
do
of
you
these
do you
names,
still have any of those shirts?
Oh God, no.
Nope, he
Yeah.
sure doesn't.
No. Some were thrown away.
No, all were
That
thrown
was a
away.
great
I got it
marketing
all.
idea, though.
Where
It was, but
I can find something, and I will send you a Lalu package, Gypsy. He can say mother
Am
Are
I
you a
echoing
coffee
too bad?
Clint, Alicia says,
Hey,
holy
hey,
shit, my
hey,
mom
mug
loves
out,
you.
please.
That is not a good mug. Your eyes are
Yeah,
all
everybody
bloodshot.
loves Clint. Am I echoing too bad, Gator?
No, Clint, Alicia says, oh my God, my mom loves him.
Thank you.
I could send them out FedEx
So you
overnight.
guys,
Yes, you could overnight
Yes,
USPS or FedEx, UPS.
You got to send them back though.
You were the
You'll want
coolest,
to send them
sweetest
back.
they've had on there.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed watching it back then.
Thank you.
That's my
don't
buddy.
blow up his head, Gypsy. Don't do it. But I
Will
just
you
want
ever come
everybody
back
to
as a
know
guest?
Things like
that
that,
Clint
Jesse, and I
and I
appreciate
will
that.
be
Yes.
Clint and I will be doing
That's-
trivia together every once in a while on my
That's a great
channel.
idea.
Positivity.
Great idea.
Thank you, Sister Marie. And
So do y'all still watch it?
No.
No.
He said no.
Every now and then peeks on it, but just like watches little clips, but
He doesn't like me watching it at all.
Oh,
Not even the new
not me. I've
episodes,
watched nothing, don't know anybody. Don't talk to anybody, any of the other people. I did go to
he doesn't talk to anybody. I don't see anybody. That was sad.
I was in Vegas to see Brittany and Marcelino, but that was 3-4 years ago.
They got
So-
some cute kids.
We were good friends with Scott. But he
Yeah,
passed.
Scott. I liked him. I talked to him a couple times via phone. You know,
Remember how me and you and Scott were going to do an after
tell him.
night show?
That's the
Do you
one
remember
that was his life, right?
Yeah, he passed away from COVID.
Yeah, was it
complications.
November
It was
last
November
year?
last year. He was like
Or the year
literally
before
my
last, I
my
should
little
say.
bestie, wasn't he? Clint? He
Oh,
was so
Scott
funny.
was awesome.
Fun fact: he was dating 4 different women. Remember, Clint? He was trying to decide which woman he wanted to be with, but
Was it just 4?
it was 4. But remember, she well, it took him a year, literally a year after the show was over he had to pay a lot of someone's debts. And I have
Oh,
all of it. I have all of it because him and I were going to do an after hours kind of like Q&A because he is such a, he was just, he, that would be a great thing for for Clint to tell this beautiful lady.
Gypsy.
Scott is,
Yeah.
Scott was a wonderful, wonderful person.
Oh yeah, he's a
and
great guy.
it literally took him a year after the show to
And others who have passed away too.
Yeah, all of them.
Sadly,
all of them. Yep.
you know, just
Well, something I wanted
rest
to
in heaven.
ask you, now that I have you here, what do you think about the interview process to become a contestant on there? Do you think that they're doing enough, screening and vetting?
background
Like,
checks
one
and
of the
stuff.
girls from this season just got beat up pretty bad by
What?
Chris.
Wow.
Gabby and Chris.
What?
Yeah. And he put her in the hospital. She had
When
like
did this happen?
well, Google it, and it's like real recent, like really, really recent. And then his mother came on that. So I just was curious. Do you think that they're vetting people good enough?
Well, I mean, they're
Um,
prisoners.
That's what I was
So
about to say.
they're in
Kinda
jail.
hard.
Like,
Oh,
they all have backgrounds.
Seems exploitive,
I don't think
That's
it's like
exactly what it's all about. Is exploiting.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exploitation.
Clint, you should like
Because I mean, listen, Gypsy, how many of the people that were on the show are actually still together?
Right.
Probably less than 10%.
I would like to know that, and I'd like to know how many have returned back.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
I'm
Going
sure
back
the
to
numbers. I'm sure the numbers are real low.
Well, Brittany's still, I think she wrapped up. I don't know if they're even taping right now, but I know Brittany and Marcelino were on the recent, but I don't know if she's
Are
gonna
they
do it
still
again.
together?
I hope not. I really hope not. I know they were going to get a divorce the last I saw it. That was a while
I didn't
back.
know that.
Out of Vegas?
I thought that all that was
she
they
Or she
does
lives in
Yeah,
Vegas.
she does live there now.
She has her own place.
Yes, she just moved.
She's very successful in real estate, right?
Yeah, she's successful in a lot of things. She wrote her own book, I believe,
Yep.
and
That's smart.
really turned her
You
life
should do
around.
that. You should do that.
I would
I
love
would buy
to.
your book.
I can't find a publicist and don't know what all to do exactly.
We even know what his
I know a publicist that's anxious to talk to him. Don't
title's
Gator
gonna
know
be.
one.
I know a publicist.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
Oh, I
later.
think that Clint absolutely could do it. He could find somebody to trust to write his story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know I have to
I'll
be
write your story for
being
60%
honest,
of the
whatever, and
seat.
I'm ready for that. So
Isn't he sweet? That's why I call him Chicken Nugget. That's why I call him my nug.
It'd be
Clint,
awesome
show him the
if they
sign because people thought I was making fun of you. I'm like, no, that's really
publicist.
my nickname for you, isn't it? Nug.
yeah,
I've been calling Clint Nug for 3 years now.
Are
I'm
your
sure you
parents still in that beautiful home you have?
yeah. They just actually built that from the ground up, like what 4 years ago.
4 years. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Oh my God. Miss Alice did a tutorial.
That the laundry room is iconic.
It
Becoming
is. That's what I remember about it.
Wait till you see the outside of the house, then you'll change your mind. The outside is
I'm
beautiful.
sure they did show the outside.
No, they didn't. Alice showed me the outside.
Oh well, I'm sure on the show they
I
did
told
as
her that
well.
I'm going to skateboard down the whole area.
But yeah, they just
Like on
they got
Friday
that-
night or Saturday night, y'all don't watch the show.
I'm not really into it anymore now that I know the behind the scenes of it.
Okay.
And I really,
Yeah,
bet-
it's like
I
there's
bet a
no
certain
there's
person
no
misses us, Tony.
yeah, one of the executive
He
producers on
doesn't
there
really miss us too much.
doesn't miss me too much.
Remember
know.
when he said he was outside the apartment and we really
Because I
thought he
kind
was?
of near the end, Gypsy, when I was on there, I kind of let it get to my head a little bit. And I was
How do you not? I mean, yeah.
not you.
demanding a little bit on some things that I
Not
had
really. He
no
was
ground
being
to
nice to
demanding.
you.
We were both playing
They were
dirty.
both, no, they were both doing it. He would tattle on Clint to me and tell Clint to behave. And Clint just didn't care because somebody forgot to sign
You
a
know,
certain paper.
anything to do with TV shows, they're all like
Piece of the pie.
atheists. Oh, I'm sorry to do religion,
Yeah, I hear you. For
That's
those of
what
you
it's-
coming in, Sugar Pie, and I think maybe was Sarah already here? This
Sugar
is
Pie.
Clint
Hey,
and
I've been
Jen
told
from
about Sugar
Love After
Bear.
Lockup, and we're just
You look like Sugar Bear?
we're going to do an
Who said
interview
that?
with him on Wednesday. So
Show
Yes,
me
I'm
a
excited.
Jen. I'm showing Penelope.
Oh,
Show me.
No, not sure.
Hump day. Hump day. See? Now me and
Sugar Pie, do
Gypsy
y'all
both
get Love
went.
After Lockup over there where you live?
Unfortunately.
Think she's
No,
I
she
do
lives in
I'm
Scotland.
not
She's
gonna
in
lie.
Scotland.
Nicole and Tia is my guilty pleasure, and you know it.
I'm
Not
not
because
gonna
of
talk
that.
about that.
He doesn't. No, they're my buddies because Tia has the same condition that I.
Y'all put in chat your opinions so far of how it's going. Gator, did
So
you have
far,
anything
I
you wanted
think
to add to it?
yeah, so far I think you have interviewed Jen Bailey and not Clint Brady. In my honest opinion. But I want to say hey to everybody coming in.
Yeah, she surprised me exactly a week ago with getting to meet him, introduce myself to him, and all that. And so I'm glad you all are here and getting to see for yourself how the interaction is that recent. So, and y'all put in chat how you think. What are your opinions, or maybe you have a solution?
Me?
Said to them in chat.
Oh, I'm just like
I love Tia. Not in that way. I don't miss a certain one. My sister. I do not miss him.
Tyrese.
No, I
You
don't
miss
miss
any
him. I
reality
never talk to
TV
him.
at all now?
I do.
Jen does, but
What is she
not
like?
me.
Sister
Housewives, Real
Beverly Hills.
Housewives, and Sister Wives, and
Dance Moms. I can't get enough of the
Teen
reruns.
Mom.
Teen Mom reunion.
Now, I
Teen
saw
Mom.
one of the housewives was sentenced to 6 years today. Did you see
Who?
that for wire fraud?
Who?
Hold on, let me Google it real quick.
What is it? Beverly Hills, Potomac, what?
Hold on to 1 second. Let me Google it real quick.
6 years.
I
I was thinking Erica for a hot second the minute you said
got a
that.
couple things to do, so I'm gonna turn
Okay.
it back over to Jen. But it was great meeting you, Gypsy.
You too. We'll see you Wednesday.
Yes, absolutely. I look forward to it.
So
How are you supposed to
that
say
was
it?
a nice little surprise, huh?
Yes, it was. Thank you.
You're
Okay,
so welcome.
6.5
So he's
years.
off on Wednesday.
It was,
So
on Friday, Real Housewife of Salt Lake City, Jen Shaw, was sentenced by a federal judge to 78 months or 6.5 years in prison for conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Yeah.
oh my gosh. I'll tell you what. Do you watch Beverly Hills? That is
I haven't
Beverly
watched that
Hills.
in years. The last time I watched that,
Orange County too. They're bringing back some older people that I
Camille
love.
had already left Frasier, and that one woman was fighting what's her name?
Brandy.
Rhymes, yeah, over her husband.
Oh gosh, Brandy.
Yeah.
Brandy. I don't
That
know
was the
who
last
Brandy
time I
has
watched
fought
it.
with, but I can also say that Camille is not my sweet tooth at all. But I am
No,
sorry that her
no.
house and her and Denise's house got damaged. But Camille,
Are y'all surprised that it's just her now?
no bueno. No bueno. Everybody's
Um,
gonna hate me, but I do love me some Lisa Rinna. I don't care what anybody says. I love Lisa Rinna and Harry
oh
Hamlin.
yes, I do
Guys,
too. I've watched her for years.
tell me
Her and
that
Harry
Harry
Hamlin.
Hamlin is not
Yeah,
so.
they're awesome together.
They speculate a lot concerning stuff, and just like any other reality show or anything,
Yeah.
well, it's kind of like cleaning up a whole 3 years of doing everything wrong, but
Right.
people speculate a lot. And even though see, okay, like with Clint, I saw Love After Lockup like for 5 minutes. Mama June was my jam. So I saw it one time. I looked over at Mike and I was like, oh, hell no. Hell no. No, no, no. And then I walked down and I was 5 minutes early from my shower and I see Nug Clinton and he's sitting on a couch crying. And we
Oh,
all remember that scene. And I reached out to him. It had nothing to do with fanning or anything. No offense, I really didn't like the show. I was just like, okay, but there's so much behind the scenes. And I think that you'll really, really like that. I think you should write down anything and he'll answer it.
okay.
Just some of the privacy stuff, just because of what's going on
Oh
online.
yeah. I was curious more about the process.
Oh, girl, you don't even know. He wants to explain it to you.
Talk about that. They did like everybody knows about like that.
Hey, Jimmy.
The accident I was in back
I didn't want to talk over the video.
2017.
Do you want me to keep the camera on? Or?
But
Hey Jimmy. Sorry.
well, they knew about that, but they do background checks, but I think it's pretty lenient, light, considering the circumstances.
Yeah, Lockup doesn't give it away. Gypsy,
Yeah,
I swear.
and I just remember having to do a Skype interview with one of the
Hold on, I'm sorry, I have to use the bathroom.
production assistants, and I guess it went over well with me, and then the other person had to do an interview via phone as well. So they got to talk to both the prisoner and the person not in jail. And it went pretty well. I would say it's probably like 30-45 minutes.
No, I did not know about it. This is the first introduction to the community. As I said before, I'm from the true crime area, and so I had no knowledge of this at all. Like the last time I kept up with him was when Tracy passed. That was literally the last that I remember. So I don't know any of this stuff. I'm just learning and heard some of the videos yesterday on Johnny Max. So
And we started filming probably a month or two after that interview, I think.
oh wow, that's quick.
Yeah, it's crazy because there I was in New Mexico, and I think they flew all the way from New York or something like that, and
Really?
they can get there overnight. It's just amazing how quick they can, get to, because the Hobbs was where I'm from, and there's 40,000 people there, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's got an airport there, but it's a small one. I think United flies out of there, but that's it as far as commercial airlines. But yeah.
38.
Well, whatever. But
So when you meet all the other couples for the first time, is that at the first reunion?
You don't. We haven't. They don't do. See, I don't get that. Why don't they do reunion shows for Love After Lockup? They do for 90 Day Fiance. They do for pillow talks or whatever for that show, and what other all the other reality shows they have tell-alls, where are they now type episodes. But
you're right.
Not
You know
Love After
what? It's
Lockup.
kind of a. You know why they may? I have a theory actually.
Because
So
the
you
other
get
half's back in
paid-
jail.
I actually pitched that idea to the executive producer one time, and he just, I mean, he put a thumbs up on it, but he didn't, nothing came of it.
Pillow
obviously.
talk would be
You think
great.
that they do that though, because you guys make more than they do. So maybe because of like liability issues.
I'm sure the pay's more now because
No, it's you guys are it's the pay. It's weird.
On the pay, you get paid for every episode you're on, whether it's 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
Oh, that's
You
good.
get like a set amount, per episode that your face or whatever is aired on.
Yeah.
Like I said, it can be for 10 seconds, 5 seconds. You get that,
Gypsy,
money.
I had to call him to let him know if he was getting paid the next week.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because
what I
I
had to
was living
watch
in
the
my
show.
car, and We TV's like not exactly easy. They don't come in like hotels, it's like extra cable, not basic cable. It's the one
Right.
above that. But yeah, I didn't know.
Gator, did you need me to pause?
Yeah, I wanted to address some comments that I saw. I absolutely 100% from knowing Jen for so long believe that these videos are true. I believe that he is documenting them in case something happens to him. I do feel like he feels like he's trapped. Why? I don't know. But yes, this abuse is definitely real. You can definitely tell. So I don't know who's saying they're fake or whatever, but you can tell. You can tell in his voice, and just, yeah, that's real. Absolutely. That's all I wanted to say. Sorry.
So I had to
Yeah.
call her, ask her, was
Right.
I on this episode? Because
I'm like, yep, you're getting paid this week, buddy.
Yes.
That's how we talk. We didn't just talk. I didn't just call him and say, hey, you're getting paid. Bye. I just
Yeah,
was like,
but-
yeah, you're getting
but
paid tonight, buddy.
I would always be like excited that day, like, I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna get paid. We would like talk about something at first, and then she,
I really didn't want to watch the show.
easily just,
So what kind of car do you have now?
a piece
Don't
of crap.
No, it isn't.
I mean, it's
It
not.
is not
It's
a
10
piece
years.
of-
It's 11 years old.
Clint, you want a sports car.
I'm dying for a
Your
sports
mom's
car.
not giving you a sports
would you
car.
get?
I totaled that car that I was in, and
Yeah, I
I've
know.
not been the same since.
Clint, oh
What would you
my.
get?
And nobody wonders if he's ever theatrical, and everybody gets to see it on Gypsy's show. And I'm so happy. Gypsy's so nice.
Oh, I love Gypsy.
What would you get?
Oh my God.
What would I get? Just
Yeah.
pretty much a newer version of what I had before.
There you go.
He's so happy.
Because
that
I love having a standard.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do too.
No,
You
you
got
like to
control
settle
of the
buns
car.
for toasty. Only this could happen with Clint Brady, the animal whisperer.
Yeah,
she always does that. She always jumps on my shoulder.
Every time. She uses him as a cat tree, and we have a cat tree. How ironic.
Yeah.
Was everybody nice to you as things were unfolding and going south? Were they?
I mean, like while we were filming and while I was, on the show,
Yeah.
all the people involved with the show were like, "Oh, give us a call anytime. We're there for you. We're here for you. We understand." And at the time, I mean, that's like, I mean, they would answer if I needed, but it's just like it's like brush you off, wouldn't talk much, real short answers,
As long
and
as you were making them money, they were there.
exactly.
Money
Exactly.
talks, right?
We're
buddy?
all about money, all of us.
Gypsy, he would really be so happy. He'd be I'd like every Friday. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta watch this shit show.
Oh yeah, me too. Before I
And I'm
discovered
watching this-
YouTube, that was what I did.
Well, it was weird because the person I was talking to on the phone was not the person I was watching. So before he even came
Well,
down, I was like
it's
pro
like
and conning
one of
it.
those
Like,
things where I would say one word or two. It sounded like I was saying one word or two at a time on the show. You know, like I would see, like, Tracy is my everything, and I don't think I was, like that.
remember when I asked you why you were yelling across the street on a busy highway?
Okay, yelling across the street. I know she couldn't hear me. Everybody knows. You have to see two words. Two.
Money talks.
Money.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I never understood that though, because they always said this. Even Tracy said the show wasn't scripted, right?
Right.
And
It's not scripted. You don't have cue cards.
hey, Clint, we're gonna do this take
But-
again and say, kind
Yeah.
of like that.
We're gonna set up the scene this way. We're gonna be, here's what we want you to talk about, and how did this make you feel? Weren't you real angry whenever this happened? Whenever she said that, trying for the drama.
I got you. So
One of
they
the
were
times-
based off real events.
Yeah. Wait, one more time. I got one story.
He's so excited. I love
One
it.
time,
Happy like this.
the executive producer wanted my mom to like lay into me, let me have it, chew my butt out, just let me rip into me,
Oh my
rip me in.
God.
He said he wanted.
We all wanted her to. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sure a lot of people do still these days, but the producer, he was like, yeah, just rip him a new ass, or something like that. And my mom just was like, no, I won't do it. And
she always had coffee and food out for them.
she was very hospitable for all the crew that was, would come there and film, which,
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of crazy because they got to move the furniture and everything. But before that, they take a picture to make sure they put everything back the way it was. Blah, blah, blah. But my main thing is he wanted my mom to, lay into me for the drama. For
theatrical.
And she said no. And he really kept at her, and she just kept saying no. And
this guy says no.
Yeah.
It means no, don't it?
That was
Yeah.
sweet of her.
yeah.
You don't want to
Would
be
she
on
have
her
gotten something extra if she had?
I didn't. What they pay other people on the show as compared to the actual people on the show is peanuts, crumbs.
Oh, really? So family members aren't paid the same as you?
I think my mom got like $150 payment one time, and I think she got they paid to get a manicure and pedicure and
What?
one day.
I didn't. Oh my gosh.
That
you
was
learn
only
something
one
new
day
every
though,
day.
Jen.
I'm gonna
That's
exploit
nice.
you and get
So
your
not
figured out
worth
stuff.
it.
Little perk.
She was
Yeah.
a good. I mean, she did. She went through some stuff too.
Oh yeah.
But she was so hospitable to them. She was.
Yeah, to the crew that was filming, she would you like this? How are you? Is it hot, too hot or cold?
That's
And
sweet.
Gypsy, I love your smile. I just met you, and it's just like
Gypsy.
last night.
Yeah, I'm subscribing to you whenever I get back on
Yeah,
my
I
YouTube.
appreciate that.
Fired. He
So
just
like when people are are like, well, how did the film crew knew to be there right then and there?
Exactly.
That's where they're reenacting
Exactly.
the moment that did happen. They're just reenacting it, right?
Bingo.
Gypsy,
And
you probably
many
want
times
like a list.
when they reenact something, it's from something that happened weeks or months prior to that.
Right. And you've
You
got to
know.
like remember how you did it, right?
Yeah.
Or get as close to it as you can. That how
Yeah.
you did it,
Tell him about the door.
Oh, the door. Do you remember me breaking the hotel?
Hey,
Okay.
so I'm sorry. I wanted to say, she is talking a lot about what happened back then, like she was actually there. She's like, oh yeah, she was very hospitable. Bitch, were you there? Like, did you see behind the scenes stuff? Like, did you know that they wanted her to lay into Clint? Like, she's talking like she was all up in the episode and stuff. Like, it's crazy. I think this is the Jen Bailey interview instead of the Clint Brady interview. But you see how he seems so excited and he's like kind of hyped up, because I feel like he was really so happy, excited to talk to you, because he's so trapped. He can't talk, he can't go anywhere, he can't talk to anybody. So I feel like I feel like this was a very good moment for him, and I would be proud that it was with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he started to relax when the cat got on his shoulders and stuff, and then it's like, oh, she's gonna let me talk, and he got kind of tickled. Um, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay, I'm done now.
Hope I'm keeping up with all the comments here. Hold on just 1 second. Making sure I'm putting everybody up here.
Hey, Alicia. Hey, everybody else coming in.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do and toggle. Okay. Okay, are you ready for me to press play now? You want to say hey to anybody first?
No, go ahead.
You want to address this up here? Where'd it
What?
go? That.
Yeah. Yeah. But I wanted to also say, did y'all notice Clint said he'll be right back, and he left, and then he came back, and then a little bit later Jen said she had to go to the bathroom. So I don't remember if they were slurring before that happened, but did y'all catch that earlier?
That's you're right. You're right.
But anyway, go ahead. I'll mute myself.
Okay. This is an interview that I did 1 week ago. Someone asked if this was live. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And this was before she found out about the abuse videos. We
Yeah,
played them.
I wasn't aware of any of that. I had my husband call because I had heard after this interview we talked, and then I started to pick up on, oh, okay, I see. So rather than me call him, I thought it was better if my husband did, because he's a fan too and he's a YouTuber also. And it didn't go good, did it, Gator? She yelled at us the whole time.
She sat there and drugged me the whole time,
She berated her.
telling Gypsy and her husband that he won't do the interview and it's all my fault because I'm a liar and I listen to JM, and it was a whole mess. Like, Gypsy and her husband was texting me like, hang up, just hang up. I don't want nothing to do with this.
I sent him a message today
No.
and said, hang out and chat. No worries. You don't have to get up on panel or anything. And, I'm praying he's here. And if you are, hey, and I'm not going to call her out, but the publicist I know is in chat. And, that could help him do a lot of things.
I'm going to
Coming
get you in touch with Johnny Mac because he knows Clint in person and he
Yeah.
maybe can get.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right then.
I don't know what. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, the person that I know that's a publicist is in chat, and I'm letting her also, catch up with the storyline behind the scenes of what's going on. And I wish that the person had been here when he came up with some really good show ideas, or franchise ideas, I should say, which would be a pillow talk or, the reunion. They do not do that on Love After Lockup. And maybe there could be a franchise added that she's a part of, or maybe there could be a book deal or interviews, You know, that's what a publicist does for you. They do your PR.
Nobody wants anything to do with Clint because of Jen, and everybody in this chat can
But
verify
that
that.
might be his out. You understand?
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Door.
Let me ask you this. So when you were at the prison and she was getting out, was that on real time or was it reenacted?
No, that was on real time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I mean, it was.
That's a genuine moment.
Yes, it was. Except for, you know, having to replay some things, you know, because of whatever. But
Yeah.
no,
But like, remember when she jumped on Scott and he lost his teeth?
That was real.
Is that all real?
that was real for sure.
Yes, if he was here, but right now he is down here laughing his ass off at me and Clint for real. He's like, man, you better show all them that stuff I sent you. I bet you he's thinking that. And God, he was so sweet, wasn't he, Clint?
Oh, I love Scott.
We really miss him. You do meet some really
he was one of the very few on there that where I felt like, hey, you know, I can trust this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Others, there's no bro code or honor code or whatever.
Right.
Up front, it's
Because
like
so many people had hit on Jen, like, you know,
we're not naming any cast member.
Oh, I
names.
bet you had all kinds of girls coming on to you, did you?
Don't look at me.
Know.
He had a lot of dancing moments on Friday where you could
just
probably
to get to be on TV with you, right?
What's that?
Look at it.
Sometimes maybe they just wanted to be. What did she say?
Okay, I'll give you a fun fact. You want to know why I hated Fridays? You want to fill it in, sir? Oh my God. So the dancing was, oh my God. But it was fun. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
After
I was very entertaining, Jen.
You were no, you were.
You were.
What I didn't like, and what you guys don't know, is Clint is not a drinker except on that night. And there's a reason why. Because he throws up, ladies and gentlemen. He is not a drinker, ladies and gentlemen. And then one time I was hiding in the back room and I was like, you get your booth thing done. And I'm going to go watch Robert Stack, which is Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
So Clint's dancing and his agent.
Oh, my God.
Jen, I'm telling. Okay. So his agent. Oh, girl, you have to make a list of questions for this man. You're going to have so much fun. So anyway, back to the Friday Night Lives when Clint was twerking and Genuine. I don't care what he was on Friday. I recorded. I was told Jen the A and Clint had to put GEN and then T. So I was the agent, the stalker, the mistress. And fun fact, we didn't even truly get together until he came down in February, the beginning of February. We didn't get together and make it public until June 20th.
Gator, I'll let you explain that one. I wasn't sure why we were getting yelled at myself. Gator?
I forgot I muted myself and I was looking at the comments. So Jen got mad at me because I was still in Johnny Mac's lives and she wanted me to go be her friend, not John. You know, it was make a decision, him or me. And I made my decision. She wasn't happy with it, and therefore she got mad, sent me a whole bunch of text messages, and got on the phone with Gypsy and just started saying all kind of crazy stuff that just all kind of crazy stuff about Johnny. Like people, Gypsy doesn't know anyone over there. Like Gypsy knows Jen because Jen came on my panel, and that's how she met Jen. And then last night I told her to watch Johnny Mac to see the abuse video or hear the abuse videos. And that's the first time she was ever in that community. And while Gypsy was in Johnny Mac's chat, Lily was trying to get Gypsy to go over there to get information, I guess. And I told Gypsy, look, do not get in contact with any of these people over here on this side. You do not want to get involved in none of this.
They're
Because
crackling.
yeah, Gypsy's a soft-hearted, kind of person, and yeah, she don't need to go over there. Everybody tried to be with Matt Bauer. Everybody in that community. Vixie, didn't you meet Jen in real life? I think Vixie met Jen in real life. I know they live close together.
You want me to hit
You're
relay?
welcome. With you. Yeah.
Okay.
which was my birthday.
But that's been
And that's
several
when they
years now.
posted.
Y'all been together several years, right?
Oh gosh. How many years? Almost 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've known each other for over 3 years, but yeah. Whew. Clint.
Now, were you a producer?
No way.
I thought
I
I
turned
read
out.
you were a
Listen,
producer.
girl,
Sorry.
I did not. No. Do I know the producer?
No, I thought
not
that maybe you were
physically.
a producer. I thought I'd read you.
Hell no.
Genevieve, right? Well,
You could.
people stir up bullshit.
Oh, I'm pretty much, very much not liked in a certain community, and I have left it. And I loved coming to new communities like this where it's actually fun.
I'm glad you're here too. Thank you, Gator. She was like my first guest when I finally went live, and love her to death. She's so cute.
The
What's
door story.
Oh,
wow.
door story.
Yeah.
You know what I could do to help you out if you're okay? I do have a few people that I am friends with, and I can speak with them and
Okay.
ask them if they would be. There's one person that I actually have set up whenever, but because of not everything's great now, but I can actually speak with him, and if you would like to interview him, I can message you, or Christy Marie could give you my number.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
I'll speak with him, and if you would like to interview him, I'm sure he wouldn't mind it.
That would be fantastic.
Tell me who he is in private chat. Jen, do you remember the dance videos? Is that from the old apartment?
Yeah.
And he was
yeah.
drunk, and then he
He
went
was
on the patio or whatever, and was acting a fool on the patio, and thought he was gonna fall off or something. I remember those videos. I've known you as long as you've been with Clint.
Oh my God, girl. Listen. Okay, so one Friday, I was like, I'm not taping you. I'm not doing any of this. I want nothing to do with this, Clinton. And I said, do not even one time mention me. Do not subliminally pull your bullshit. Don't even try it. I am literally how many miles, Clint? 7? I was exactly 4.7 miles away from him, and he had to point that out. 1.4, I'm sorry. He walked to me 1.4 miles in the rain with an Ultimate Warrior mask that Mia had chewed half off to walk in and tell me that he walked 1.4 miles in the rain to tell me he loved me.
Oh, see, you gotta love that. You gotta keep it
What the ever, Jen? Stop lying.
I read the book that the mask came with. I'm not lying at all. I know everything about the Ultimate Warrior, and oh yeah, pop it to a Slim Jim, whoever that guy is. I think I get them all mixed up. They all just wrestle. Macho Man. I'm sorry.
He said Macho Man.
Clint kicked the door, and they were just like, "Well, just keep kicking it." He had already damaged it.
I had like just put one hole in it, and that was obviously accidental. But well, I mean, I didn't. I hit it, but I guess I hit it too hard. It's a weak door, but
Damn weak doors.
Here's the
it's
door.
weak if I can put a hole in it.
I
But
bet you wouldn't have been saying that if it was a steel door.
anyways, so I'd hit it, and the producer saw it, and he wasn't too happy, of course. And then he said, "You know what? Let's make something out of this. I got to pay for the whole door, anyways. So we're gonna film you, hitting the door, putting a couple more holes in it, So, that it was already ruined. So
Rest in peace, door. But you
they
wore
had to
that
pay for the door.
little, what was that thing around your neck that I kept when we were joking? Remember when I tied you up and we were joking and you sent the picture out? It was all over the internet and people thought, oh my God, it was so bad.
Oh, with the pillow.
I missed the balcony, Clint. You missed the balcony. Remember when Forrest got lost, when he got loose and he was running. Oh my God. I don't know you. New number. Who does?
I missed the balcony. I missed the drunk balcony days.
How?
What?
He does. I don't.
Entertaining. I was a Clint entertainer.
Well, you were a Clint entertainer, and but you're not a drinker.
I'm Orville Redenbacher now.
Oh my God, Clint! I call him Orville Redenbacher because he's not as noisy and loud as I miss him to be. He's growing up. He's adulting, and he's liking it a whole lot. We're both adulting, actually.
I'm changing
Trying
the name
to.
of the show so we can keep talking.
Yeah, just like I mean, if you're okay with that, but I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
you're asking so
I'd
many
rather
good
be involved in
questions.
a murder case.
Well, usually Clint's doing interviews for bad stuff I've done, so this is a really good thing, actually. So he's like, "This is good intent." He said, this could be something cool with you guys."
Yeah, no. I was about to call you Gypsy, then Nevaeh, Jen. I want to know in private chat who you talking about.
What do you mean? Who am I talking about? Which one?
The interviewer. The interview.
I said that Gypsy
You said
can
the other
write
person
down.
that, you want me to interview?
Yeah, I want
Oh.
to know who the person
I'm
is.
not telling you. No,
She's
no,
not
I'm going to
telling-
tell Gypsy because it'll be her surprise. You have nothing to do with this.
I'm not gonna tell Gypsy. Are you
No.
kidding me? I just want to know if I know who they are.
I'm just okay. Hold on.
I'm so sorry, Jen. I'll back off.
No, just
Bye.
it, not.
Gator, do you want to add anything to that?
No. She did tell me who it was, but I don't remember. Sorry.
I thought that she was kind of talking a little mean to you there for a second, and I thought you might want to add to that.
No. It wasn't mean or nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, we were just
Creator,
messing
but
around.
hold on. There you go.
Let's see the broadcast.
On panel. So, Gypsy, did you like your surprise?
Did you see it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Here's somebody that I do speak with.
Oh, wait.
I hope it took it. Did it take it?
What about her?
Hey, October baby. We were talking to Clint Brady and Jen from Love After Lockup.
Oh, Jen was never on Love After Lockup. Never.
She was never on it.
It, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I just like I said, I saw it just making.
You okay?
Hey. So, oh shit. Hold on. Oh, okay. So I remember one name she said was Amber because I was like, Amber and Puppy. Oh my God, I love Amber. And damn, I gotta try to think the other name. But I know I do remember one of the names was Amber because I thought it was, well, she never answered me if it was or not, but I do love Amber, the Amber and Puppy. I don't know if there was another Amber on the show. I don't remember, but yeah,
Did
that's who
Puppy
one
go
of them
back
was.
to prison?
Tell you, like, ever since I came into the true crime community, like I haven't watched 90 Day or Love After Lockup. I have it all on DVR. I'm so behind. But I don't know. The last time I think the last time I saw it, she had a miscarriage and the other one found out she was pregnant or something like that. I don't know, but you can go ahead
Yeah,
and
that's
finish
what
it.
I
I think it's
remember.
in
Did
the
she
schedule.
lose it and then Amber had a baby?
I know Amber was pregnant and that's all I know.
Okay.
I didn't watch anything after that, so I don't know.
Okay. Here we go.
My sandwich one night and I was like, Michael, what is that damn show? I was like, oh God, no. And then Mama June came on, so it was like everything was good. But when I saw him crying,
I never got to watch that. That's with the little girl and her mom, right?
Honey
hell
Boo Boo.
Yeah,
Clint
Honey Boo
plays
Boo.
Sugar Bear.
Thank you.
Clint hates it when I call him Sugar Bear.
Yeah. What about me now?
Oh my God, Clint's nothing like Sugar Bear. Get out of here.
Thank you, Christy Marie.
Thank you, Christopher. As long as
About
somebody
time,
agrees with
Lexi.
him.
Gator.
You can
did
find a video of my friend Michael, who's apparently my nail tech. But anyway, there's a video of Michael and Clint. They remind me of the Step Brothers, and they act like that, except I haven't caught them doing anything with drums or testicles. However, there's a video that you can see of Michael and Clinton where Michael, you just have to watch it. It's on the channel, and it's really
Okay.
funny.
Well,
Mike and Clint
when,
are
when you met him and you said that he was nothing like he was when you saw him on TV, was that a good thing for you?
nope, no way.
No. Like how?
Wait. So when I met him that night, I didn't. You guys are gonna think I'm such a dumbass. He kept
You
sending
are.
me.
Show them the real you, Jen.
Are you using me for clicks and views, Christy Marie, on somebody else's panel? Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh, Step
No
Brothers. That's
way.
why she's my ninja sister. Step Brothers is the best.
Oh my God.
Okay, so first it wasn't so much a date. It was like, I don't know what it was. We had been talking for 3 months. And honestly, it was so appropriate. There was no, I sent him 2 regular pictures of myself, and it took me literally 35 minutes to pick the most appropriate picture. I bought 3 shirts that night when he was coming down, and I had a nail appointment set up, and I didn't realize the estimated time.
Just curious, was any of the 3 pink?
Was any of the what? I'm sorry.
3 shirts pink.
The research.
It's the 3 shirts. Pink.
The 3 shirts, was any of them pink?
Or any of the 3 shirts that you picked out.
Oh, yes. One was pink. I
Isn't that
chose the
funny
black
how
one.
we do that? We always pick pink. Go
I
ahead.
had pink, black, and tan, and the black one was the last one. And I remember I curled my hair. I did not know it had rained outside. But I don't know. I wasn't expecting, to be completely honest with you, like it didn't get romantic until June, but by November it was very romantic, and has been, allegedly, or in my opinion. But no, we went through a lot of stuff, and
Thank you, Secret Treasure. I appreciate that.
we're going through stuff now that's positive stuff. And Christy Marie, she can talk to you about it. That's fine.
That's fantastic.
But I just remember he pulled up, and he had been living in his car. So he got out, because it literally was like 2 days for him to get down to me. And Yeah, he needed a break.
Yeah.
So he came down, and all I remember is was his eyes. I always thought people that had blue eyes were like crazy pants, in my opinion, people that I had met. And I just remember Clint's got very mesmerizing eyes, just like old soul, if you know what I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
like still water that runs deep.
That's fantastic.
And I remember I went up, and we both kind of lightly pinched each other, I guess. And this is all the truth, honestly. I know it sounds sappy, but it's true. And we just gave each other a really big hug. And then we went to Olive Garden. And then I
That's
thought
funny.
something,
That's
but
what you
that
said.
didn't happen. But Clint was absolutely the best cuddler. I have to say that that night confirmed nothing like that happened. It just did not work that way. But the cuddling was great. He was the first guy that ever puts his arm out and keeps it out the whole night and doesn't say, "Oh, my arm's going numb." He's the best
Is there
cuddler.
anybody in chat that has a question for both of them?
Nothing
Did
related
he?
to my old life.
Did he talk about the door? Explain the door story?
You did.
Yeah, he kicked the door,
Okay.
and I mean, the show was going to have to pay for it anyways. They were like, "Man, just at this point, take an axe and just chop the whole damn thing down." I really truly thought that Clint was screaming across the highway. And I asked him probably like 6 or 7 months ago. I'm like, "Bro, why were you screaming across the highway? Did you really think anybody could hear you?" And he's like, "Money talks." I'm like, "Got it." So much behind the scenes. So I would definitely say, and he'll answer anything unless it's like a privacy thing, just due to some online stuff. But just
Now,
stuff
does
like
he have like certain episodes that he's approved? That is there specific ones I should not use?
if he can't answer it, he'll tell you he can't answer it. Or if he doesn't feel comfortable, he'll tell you. But he's pretty, you can tell by Clint. Well, Ninja Fred, whatever or whoever, or they didn't hear it. He was, when they say it's not scripted, just because they don't hold up cue cards, it can be scripted. But some of the
Scripted in a
people,
way that it isn't true, or scripted in a way that they're reenacting it?
Clint's theatrical, so it was very easy to get Clint to be theatrical. But on the phone, he was very, very calm and had a very nice voice. And I paid my loved one $5 to use a room so I could have talk time with them every night without all that outside noise and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we talked every night for 3 months. And it was pretty much towards the end, other than I have feelings for you. That's pretty much as racy as it got, guys. So, nobody's got an underwear check or anything. But we did.
And so you've met his parents? You've been there?
I haven't been there, but his dad's been down a couple times. I've gotten to meet his mom and dad and his son. His son's a good kid. He's a good kid.
I've been to Texas a couple of times, and each time I think it was in the summertime, and I'm picturing it being hazy and hot.
He adjusted pretty well to the cold, which I thought was because I do not do hot. I mean, my blood pressure,
But I'm in North Carolina, so
I don't know how you do it. But he's adjusted pretty well to the cold. But I will definitely say he doesn't tolerate the cold as well as I do, and I can barely tolerate it just because I don't know, probably because I'm tiny. I'm just like I just run and just get to the car. But he's doing he just in our regular life, it's like so much more at peace, even just because of Christy Marie, she was a big part of it. So I like coming into channels like this where there isn't fighting and chaos and stuff. I'm 6 days late from the new year, but I think it's better late than never, and it does. It sucks. I love
Sarah
fall.
said cold socks. You know, I used to not mind it, but the older I get, I can't do it, you know? But I can't do real hot either.
I
So,
think November is probably the best season ever just because you have a reason to bundle up, throw on some Uggs, and sit near a campfire. And the smells and everything. Like I took so much for granted the past couple years. I didn't realize, but yeah. And Clint's changed a lot too. He's settled down. He settled down a lot. We're both kind of adulting. It's not just him, it's me too. And yeah.
do you think he would ever go back to do a cameo or something like that? Or if they did do a pillow talk, would y'all do that? Would you
I want nothing to do with any of it. And even before I had the channel on YouTube, I did not, and I cannot confirm or deny whether something was offered, wink, or twice wink. No, I didn't want a part of any of it. I didn't like the show, to be honest with you, and it is very entertaining. It is entertaining to people, but it is a train wreck. It is. I mean, they have memory games where you know, and they have Clint on there as a reoffender.
Yeah.
There aren't a lot of happy endings. Some of the people I mean, I do know them, not just kind of because of Clint, but some of the people, the females that I'm friends with, I'll speak with them.
.com and October Baby. This is Clint Brady and Jen from Love After Lockup.
I wasn't on Love After Lockup.
But that's who we're talking to. I was going to talk about a local murder case, and they're wondering what we're talking about. So I just
Well, I can sit here and listen, or I can drop down.
True crime.
I love true crime.
1 second here.
Or I can drop down. Actually, I'm going to drop down, spend some time with him. He just got off work. But so Wednesday, Clint, are you good with that?
Absolutely.
So Wednesday, good with you, Gypsy?
Yeah, that's great with me.
Fine.
Just for the afternoon.
Yeah, he's Eastern Standard.
Okay, good.
So what time would work the best for you
For
tentatively?
me, like two to 4, somewhere like that. Or this is where I got confused. Okay, I hope y'all can hear me. Okay, this is a new mic and computer, and I'm getting used to it. Y'all hear who is setting up the interview and all, like a manager would, and then not show. You know, I found that odd. You know, you're all gun ho about it. Obviously, you thought through it. What went wrong? You know, I have mods, so I wouldn't let anyone get attacked, for God's sakes. You know, let them come on and let's reminisce and have some nostalgia, shoot the shit, and kick back and be chill. But you know, such is life. Maybe she'll change her mind. I don't know. I doubt it. Thank you for coming, Queenie's mom, and I hope that you sub up and hit the bell. Yeah. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. This is last week. I was able to interview him then and meet. And if you want to hear, it's an hour-long episode, and there's some pretty good footage of Clint. And I think that you'll enjoy it if you want to rewind. Thank you, Coach. Two, 3, or 4, or 5, something like that.
Whatever's the best for you, if that's
Yeah.
okay. Well,
I guess
thank you.
All that midday, maybe, I don't know. Good to meet you too, and you too, Clint. And I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about this local case.
He's like,
now.
thank you. I love when he does that. Thank you. Okay, well, thank you for Thank you.
I
I
appreciate the
up to you.
surprise so much. Yeah, and we'll see you on Wednesday. So
Okay,
I'm gonna
thank you
bring
guys
them
so
back
much.
on Wednesday, guys, and do a more
Oh, I'm
formal
not coming back. I'm just gonna stay in the chat and bug my ninja buddy.
Okay.
Well, thank you. It's
I'm
nice to
gonna
meet
drop
you.
down too. I'll
Okay.
drop down too. I just wanted to give you a surprise.
Thank
Nice to
you.
meet you
Love
guys.
Thank you.
you. Okay.
Nice to meet you, Christy. Bye,
You too.
Christy. God, and she leaves me up here like it's our first date or something. Anyway, nice to meet you, and thank you again so much.
Good to meet you too.
And if you want,
Where'd she go? Okay. Okay, so that was a nice little surprise from Gator. Okay, well, that was my interview I had with him last week. Y'all want to give me your comments and thoughts on how it went?
Hold on 1 second. I'm in the middle of chew. I'm chewing. I don't want to talk.
Okay, let me get this right here. Okay, so if you guys want to interact with me and give me your thoughts on how did you think he looked? Did you think he seemed interested in being back in the public eye again? And maybe do you think you'd be interested in talking to a publicist and going back in maybe a different franchise if Love After Lockup isn't his cup of tea anymore? Tell me your
Someone
thoughts on how. Tell me your thoughts on how they interacted, and now that we've heard about the problems they're both having, share with me those comments also if you want to in chat.
Someone said earlier in chat that a publicist right now wouldn't be good because that would just give Jen more incentive to trap him there because of the money. So they suggested that we get him to leave Jen first, and then he can, get with the publicist, because that way she would be out of his life and he can go on with his and do the book or whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, how did you think it went now that you've gotten to sit back and view it as an audience member instead of a participant? What are your thoughts?
I think you interviewed Jen. I'm glad that you got to speak to Clint, because I know
Oh
that
yeah,
he
me
doesn't get
too.
to speak to a lot of people. I
I'm
do
tickled to
believe that.
death. Look, I mean, that was like my favorite season of all time. Um, and he just seemed like the sweetest soul. And me being Southern Baptist from the South and having a mom real similar to him and good Southern roots, tight knit family like that. So I guess I related to him, and so I don't know. My husband, was crazy about him too. So us together watched it, and that was our thing.
And I didn't
I,
even know
I
that.
was
Like,
really tickled to meet him. Thank you.
you were like, do you watch Love After Lockup? I love After Lockup and all this and that. And then I never said anything. And then when Jen started coming around, I was like, you know what? So I talked to her about it and we came up with it. And then I didn't even know. Like, I would have thought you wouldn't have known him.
I had interacted with Tracy a whole lot on Facebook. And I had friended him on Facebook and Instagram, but I never got to really interact with him. I didn't know.
Okay, thank you. Hey guys, I'm sorry. I have to drop down. I'm going to get my car now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the
Thanks
live.
everyone for
This was
coming
pretty
in.
much it. Thank you again for everything, Gator, and I'll see you later in the streets.
Bye everyone.
Bye. Okay, well, all my newbies that came to visit, I hope that you hit the like. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing commentary of an episode of Hoarders and discussing that mental illness. And then Friday, I'm going to do a talent show spotlighting you guys as subs, talent, and celebrating your talents and letting you come up on panel and play your instrument, sing a song, or play spoons on your lap, whatever it is. Bring your tambourine, whatever it might be. So I'm interested in seeing what kind of different things people do. I hope I have a lot of feedback on that. So again, thanks again for visiting me. And if you didn't catch the beginning, this is last week's interview that I had with Clint. It was more casual than what I was expecting today. I wanted to do a more formal interview with him one-on-one. But you'll get to see, how he is and how they're interacting with one another, and leave your comments and feedback, and so that we can discuss it next episode I come on. Okay, thank you again for coming. And this has been The Real Gypsy Soul.
Go, Monty, go, 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 go!
He's got green grass in front of him. He's at the 5 touchdown.